Hi, my name is Mark and I made a choice today. Today is the last day of summer for 2019, so one of the choices that I'm going to make is to discard things that don't suit me anymore, things that don't fit, things that don't work, things that I wish to do away with so I can move into some new things as autumn arrives tomorrow. Also, one of the choices I'm making today is it's Sunday, so in our family lately that's been food prep day. We have a great time hanging out in the kitchen and getting a head start on the meals that we'll prepare as we move through the next week. One of the things that we found in moving to a whole food plant-based diet is there is some chopping and cutting involved. It's not terribly time consuming, but when you try to do it on a day-to-day basis, it's definitely slows things down for you. So it's easier for us just to grab a couple of hours on Sunday, gather together in the kitchen, all three of us, have some nice conversation, listen to some music, and prepare our meals. So let me show you what we'll be working on this week. So this is a vegetable broth that we use in place of oil. We saute our other vegetables in there. Really, any place that we'd use oil in a frying pan or in a saute pan, we use this vegetable broth. It's really just garbage scraps that we would normally throw into the compost, but we freeze them all week long in a freezer bag and then throw them in the Instapot for about 30 minutes on the soup setting, and instant vegetable broth.
Hi, I'm Jen, and this is Easy Vegan Chickpea Curry. So it's the recipe I got from Shane and Simple, and it's super easy with a can of chickpeas, a can of coconut milk, a whole onion, about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic, and then a spice mix, which consists of a tablespoon of curry powder, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of coriander, a teaspoon of ground paprika, a teaspoon of fresh ginger. I added 4 tomatoes from our garden and mixed it all up, so added some salt and pepper and cooked it together, and that'll be a nice dinner for us one night this week. Thanks.
So these are some fermented white onions that we made. It's a 3-day ferment in a 2% salt brine solution. Really takes the edge off the onions. The lactobacteria get in there, sort of bring it all to life. That's good gut microbes that you get with the ferments. We are putting some of that into the food processor where we will make sort of a spread. I don't use butter anymore at all, so this spread, I can put this on whole grain toast. I can put it on some vegetables. I haven't had it yet, haven't tasted it, but it should be pretty tasty. I will show this to you when it's done. So I'm not exactly thrilled with the consistency here. I'm going to put in a little bit of tahini paste, which is pure sesame seed paste. This is the same stuff that you'll find in hummus with the chickpeas. I'm going to add this to the fermented onions, see if that doesn't help me get more of a buttery consistency. So this is the onion spread after that tahini paste. It's definitely got the right texture. You know, it's a strong onion flavor, but not like raw onions. With the fermentation, it does take the edge off of it. It'll make a nice spread on toast, on top of vegetables, maybe in a potato. We'll store this in the fridge, as well as the jar of fermented onions that we made. Once it's fermented, you want to put it in a cooler spot. That way it'll store for a very, very, very long time. So now that I have this jarred up, it's more of a mayonnaise consistency than a butter. Very light texture, nice oniony flavor, great consistency. I would put this on maybe a veggie burger or a portobello sandwich with some tomatoes and some lettuce. I'm really, really happy with this. Great experiment. So as you can see, we have some great meals coming up this week, and we really enjoy our time on Sunday. Sunday used to be a day when I would kind of rest and nap and recover from the week, but since I've changed to whole food plant-based eating, I'm far less tired, I have far more energy, and we really just have a great time getting our food ready on Sunday. Have a great week, make good choices, please choose joy. Do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, also leave some comments below. We'd love to hear about the choices that you're making.